Hello students, as per your wish that we are presenting now the model question paper in statistics for first year PUC students, right? Many of them have mentioned in your mail that you would like to solve the model question paper of statistics. Yes, we are solving now, you are going to get it. Now, this is a model question paper of the board, that is, you know, the DPUE, that is Department of PU, that is Pre-University Education Model Question Paper 2022, right? We are solving this one, where in my answer the questions will also be there. So my request is, those who have not subscribed for this channel, please subscribe and encourage Educator Guru and also share among your friends. Thank you. Now let us start the first one, that is section A. Here it is there. I have written what actually you can see here. The question A, answer any 10 of the following questions, where we are going to answer every question along with the answer. So you need not worry. We have written all questions. So give Buddington's definition of statistics. When specific definition has been given, you are supposed to give that definition only. You cannot go any other definition. So answer is Budding defined statistics as science of estimates and probabilities. If you write this, you will get 1 out of 1. Define an attribute. That means you have to define. Give the meaning of attribute different is from define an attribute. And qualitative characteristics which varies from one unit to another unit is an attribute. Example, skin color, taste. I hope, which is what actually differs from one person to another person, or from one unit to another unit, which is called as what actually attribute. What is meant by statistical inquiry? A statistical inquiry means a search for knowledge through statistical methods. Say you want to know what is the population, you will go for statistical inquiry, statistical investigation. You want to know something else, right, in the society, then you will go for it. That is called as search for knowledge. Search for knowledge. Define sampling. I need not tell you about sampling. Sampling is a thing that what we do in our daily life. Even if we want to eat something, we will have taste it and what actually do. In the similar fashion, the process of extracting samples from the population is called as sampling, right? You cannot test everything. Say you will go to market, you want to buy apple. You cannot taste every apple. You will taste one apple, then say this. Likewise, you cannot test what you call the whole population. You will pick up some out of that, then you will find out. Then define frequency. Frequency refers to the number of times an observation is repeated. So for a variable, how many times it has repeated. Example, 10 marks has been scored by how many students? 15 marks has been scored by how many students? 20 marks has been scored by how many? The marks remains one and the same, whereas the number of students, what actually changes, keep on changes. It is called as what actually frequency. What is tabulation of the data? Anything you present in rows and columns, which is called as tabulation. You might have done matrix in your earlier classes. Say matrix, if it is only rows and columns, but we are going to get you all the headings along with that, then it becomes tabulation. Tabulation is a process of systematic arrangement of the classified data in rows and columns in the form of a table, which is called as what actually tabulation. Mention a type of one-dimensional diagram. You must be very careful. There are different types of dimensional diagrams. Here, one-dimensional diagram. It is simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, component or subdivided bar diagram, or percentage bar diagram. You know that it is all one and the same. See here, you can see this is called as what do you mean by simple bar diagram. It is all single. If you divide that one, it becomes subdivided. If you make percentages, then it becomes percentage bar. But it is what actually one dimensional diagram, right? Then name the graph used to locate median. Answer is ague. Ague is very simple, which is called as, what do you mean by cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency. What is cumulative? Less than and more than. Less than and more than cumulative frequency when you draw, then it is called as agues. So just I will write you the chart so that you will all remember, right? Very simple, which is called as, what do you mean by, it throws like this, it comes like this, right? Then here you are going to find out what actually the median. So one is less than, the other one is more than, which is called as, what do you mean by ague curve? It's called as what actually ague curve, right? So name the graph used to locate median is ague. Now next one. Find the mode for the following data. Very simple. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 5, 5, 8, 5, 4. How many times? Highest number of times which has repeated, which is called as mode. If the same number has repeated what you call 2 times, then it is what you call bimodal. When it is bimodal, then you will have to find out what you call the other way, right? It is called as 3 median minus 2 mean. Then you have to use that one. So now it is not, it is well defined. So how many times? It is 5, the highest 2 times. So mode is equal to 5. 5 has repeated maximum number of times, that is 8 times. So that is what you mean by mode. Then if standard deviation is 4 centimeters, find the variance. So standard deviation is 4 centimeters, find the variance, and the variance is double of standard deviation. Very simple. Variance is double of standard deviation. That means what is 4? If you make square, then it becomes variance. That is square of 4, that is 4 square is equal to 16. So if they ask from variance, find out standard deviation, means root of variance is what actually standard deviation. Either this way or that way we can find out. What is causation? A cause and effect relationship between the two variables is called as causation. I hope you know that cause, why it happens. Why it happens, for that it is the effect, a cause and effect relationship is called as causation. Then write the coordinates of the point of intersection of the two regression equations. It is very simple, x mean and y mean. Without that you cannot write two regression equations. So it is nothing but what you call putting one or the other is called as what actually regression. X on y, y on x. What is interpolation? Interpolation is the procedure of estimating the unknown value of a dependent variable for a given value of an independent variable which is within the limits or range of the independent variable. Very simple. See, you need not, it is a very interpolating the number in between the values is called as what actually interpolation. Example, here you say year is there, then what do you call number of, that is production is there, 1980, 81, 82, 83, right? Here it is 20 is there, here it is 30 is there, but you do not know 82, then you know 83 is 45. Then you have to interpolate for what actually 82. Then that is called as, what do you mean by interpolation? That means finding out the in between the two items. Say in this there are two methods. One is the regular algebraic method, the other one is Newton's advanced method. So that's a different issue, but interpolation is nothing but, interpolation is a procedure of estimating the unknown value, here unknown value of a dependent variable which is within the limits or a range of the independent variable, which is called as what I say interpolation, right? 14th one. Write the sample space when two coins are tossed once. That means you know that when you have a coin, it will have head and tail. So the sample space is HH, HT, TH, TT. You know that it is head head, head tail head, then tail is the answer. So in this paper, the most important question where answer has been given in the question itself. That's why I have not given here any answer, but I will explain that what it is. What is the value of expectation of 8 if 8 is a constant? So it is very simple that what you have to do is expectation of any constant is equal to constant only. It is in random variable theory. You can see. So it is that is called as expectation of A is equal to what actually A. This is the theory what it is going to what actually say. Now what is the answer? The expectation of 8. If a 8 is a constant, the answer is how much actually? 8 only. If they get 10, it is called as actually 10. If it is 5, it is 5 only. If it is 20, it is 20 only. So this is very easy. That's why I did not write the answer here, where I wanted to explain you so that I can show you how we can write. So if you get a question like this, you can easily write and you will get full marks. This is about section A. Now we will go for section B, that is 2 marks. You know that question has been written, you need not worry, right? The question paper will be attached in the last, right? You need not worry. Now section B, 16th question, mention 2 functions of statistics, but I have given so many functions because you can remember 2 functions and write. It presents the facts in a definite form. It simplifies and condenses the size of the data. It facilitates comparison. It enriches our knowledge and widens our experience. It helps in formulating policies. It helps in business forecasting. It helps in framing and testing of hypotheses. So you can write any 2, but I have given how much, that is more than 5. That means I have given 7. You can write any 2. What is meant by nominal and ordinal scales? A number assigned for every unit for identification of different categories is called as a nominal scale. Numbers assigned to observations that can be arranged in ascending or descending order is called as ordinal scale. So you can say that this is categories, this is called as what do you mean by observations, right? So that is called as what do you mean by scales. You are going to follow that one in your what do you call a graph, you will come to know. Next, mention the sources of secondary data. Answer, that is published sources, that is newspapers, unpublished sources, records maintained at municipal offices or sometimes in military, right? It is unpublished, right? Say it is secret data, sometimes it will not be published. Write 2 causes of sampling errors: sampling frame error, selection error, population specification error. It happens, error is a mistake. Say error is a mistake. Why it happens? It is for several reasons. Sampling frame error, when you are doing sampling, then you may commit a mistake, or while selecting you may commit a mistake. That means you do not know how to select it, you did a mistake. Then population specification error, say where I have to find out so many persons, then you have not gone for, then it becomes a mistake, right? So they have asked 2, but I have given 3. You can write any 2. No, I have given 3 more. Non-response error, biased sampling procedure, chance error. I have given 6 errors. I thought that I have given only 2. That meant I have given non-response error, biased. Bias means prejudice. That means you know before jumping into the conclusion that you have done this is wrong, this is right. No, that is called as bias. You should never have bias. Then chance error. Next, write down the types of classification. Very simple. Chronological, temporal classification, geographical, spatial classification, qualitative classification, and quantitative classification. So there are 4 types of, that is according to date and time, chronological; according to area, it is geographical; according to quality, right, it is classification; according to quantification, it is classification. So it is very important, the different types of classification. This is a problem where I have not solved here, where I want to explain you, then I can solve. Find the frequency density for the following data. Class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 60, 10, 25, 40, 15. So what is density? You must be very careful. 0 to 10 is 1. Here 10 to 30 has been given. That means that it is not one class, it is 2 classes. 30 to 50, it is also 2 classes. That means you have to find out. You can remember this, you are going to do it what actually in your histogram, right? So when you write histogram, this is the thing. So that density has been given, that is frequency divided by what actually the other one, that is called as number of classes which is called. So here I am going to write that is 21. Question number 21 answer, you can say it is 10 to 30. Frequency is 25, which consists of 2 classes. One is 10 to 20, then 20 to 30. Then what happens? This 25 should be divided by 2 classes. Then it becomes how much at least 12.5. Then it is 12.5, 12.5. So this 12.5, 12.5 is the density of this, that is 10 to 30. Now 30 to 50 in the similar fashion. 30 to 50, it is how much actually? 40. How many classes are there? 30 to 40, 40 to 50. So again 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20. So here 30 to 40 is 20, 40 to 50 is how much actually? 20. Now what happens? You know that 0 to 10, 0 to 10, it is 10. 10 to 20, it is 12.5. 20 to 30, it is 12.5. Then 30 to 40, it is 20. 40 to 50, it is 20. 50 to 60, it is 15. This is density. This is where we do it under what do you call histogram, right? This is the answer. That's why I did not written in the typing, because you will not understand directly. That's why I have explained you and have written this answer, right? So now the next question is, mention 2 needs of diagrams. They can be easily understood by common man. They facilitate comparison. Say why we are in need of diagrams. Say it is for illiterate persons. Those who have not studied, they can easily, by seeing the general diagram, they can make them understand. That is why it is called as easily understood by a common man, and they facilitate comparison. Which one is more, which one is less, through the diagram you can say. That's why the needs, we are in need of diagram, because if you take only in India, all 100%, they are not what actually literates or educateds. Then 23rd, write down the 2 limitations of diagrams and graphs. Graphs and diagrams are not accurate and give only a rough idea of the data. Of course, when you write that diagram, then you can say, you can imagine, but it is not exact, like figures, right? So that is the limitation or disadvantage. They cannot be used for further statistical analysis. Once you write the diagram, there ends the matter. But if you go for calculation, it can be done. For example, arithmetic mean. It can be what you call, go for the next calculations, that is from measures of central tendency to go for variance, variance to correlation, correlation to regression, anytime. That means we can use to any field, then that is called as, that is possible in a data, but in a, not in what actually diagrams and graphs. Next, after the 24th question, it's very simple. if the sum of 15 observation is 450, find its mean. So it is very simple. N is equal to 15, summation of x is equal to 450, summation f divided by n, 450 divided by 15 is equal to 30. It is very simple. It is individual series, finding out the mean. Next, 25th question. For the following data, compute coefficient of range. If they ask range, answer is different. If they ask coefficient of range, is different. Range, you know, is the difference between the highest and what actually the lowest. That is H and L, highest and lowest. So highest in this is 165, lowest is how much actually? 139. So it is very simple. H minus L divided by H plus L, or I can say that H minus L divided by H plus L. You will understand very easily. 165 minus 139 divided by 165 plus 139. If the answer is 0.0855, it is called as coefficient of range. If they ask only range, it is highest minus lowest. Very simple. Highest minus lowest is 26, right? Draw a scatter diagram to show that there exists perfect negative correlation of the two variables. This is very, very important. Say, I have already given you the figure, that is scatter diagram, perfectly negatively correlated. But to understand this one scatter diagram, it is very simple. This is question number 26. Question number 26. So you have several what do you call diagrams? Several diagrams. Say here, if you say that, if you like this is OX axis, this is OY axis, it is perfectly positive correlation. Perfectly positive correlation. That means relationship is what actually positive. What is positive? If one increases, the other one also increases. If one decreases, the other one also decreases. It is positive. Whereas what is negative? Perfectly negative. That is what I have given you. It goes in different directions. This is OX axis, then OY axis. Say it is called as, what do you mean by one increases, the other one decreases. If one decreases, the other one increases. Then that is called as, what do you mean by perfectly negative correlation. So they have asked for scatter diagram that is of what actually the negative correlation which has been shown, right? But you have one more thing. How do you say no correlation? For that also scatter diagram is there. If you say like this is OX axis and OY axis. Everywhere is there. That means there is no correlation. Assuming X and Y 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60. What is the relationship? Both the things are saying one and the same. That means there is no correlation, right? So next question. Now question number 27. Prove that R is equal to, that is plus or minus root of bxy into byx. That is with the help of regression, where we can prove the R. So that is very simple, because correlation and regression, where it is interchangeable, right? So prove that R is equal to plus or minus root of bxy into byx. We know that bxy is equal to R into standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y. So this is the formula, right? Bxy. And byx is equal to R into standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x. This is x on y, this is y on x, right? So when you multiply bxy into byx is equal to R into standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y into R into, that is standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x, multiplication. Then it becomes what actually bxy into byx is equal to R square. It becomes what actually R square, because everything cancels. Say standard deviation of x cancels, standard deviation of y cancels, standard of y cancels. Then it becomes R square. So R is equal to plus or minus square root of bxy into byx. It's very simple, right? If you write this one, you will get only 2 marks, but very simple. Then next, what is the difference between coefficient of correlation and association of attributes? It has been given. It measures the degree of relationship between the variables. It measures the degree of relation between the attributes. Here the example is height and weight of persons. Here the literacy and employment. So very simple. The difference is very simple. Height and weight of a person, whereas literacy and employment, they are different. That is called as attributes. If A and B are two independent events and P, that is A is equal to 0.5, then probability of B is 0.5, then find P, A union B. That means you have to add. U means what actually? Union. The other one is called as what actually? Intersection. Intersection means which appears both the sides. That is called as intersection. I hope you remember your set theory. Given P into A is equal to 0.6, then B is equal to 0.5. P into A union B is equal to PA plus PB. 0.5 plus 0.6 plus 0.5 is equal to 1.10. That is the answer. That is A union B. Next. Next is last question, 30th question. Expectation x is equal to 5 and x summation x square is equal to 36. Find standard deviation of x. So Ex is equal to summation of x square minus expectation x, that is whole square. 36 minus 5 square. So 36 minus 25 is equal to 11. The standard deviation of x is root of x, that is called as 11. So 11 root is 3.3166. It is very simple. It is under measures of what do you call central tendency. We can find out with the variation and what do you call central tendency. You can find out this. This is about your section B. Now section C. 31st question. Mention 5 characteristics of statistics. The questions has been already typed. You should know what is characteristics. Characteristics is both plus and minus. That is the limitations and advantages combined together is called as characteristics. So you have to write that 5 characteristics. Statistics are aggregate of facts. Statistics are affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes. Statistics are numerically expressed. Statistics are enumerated or estimated according to a reasonable standard of accuracy. Statistics are collected in a systematic manner. Statistics are collected for a predetermined purpose. Statistics should be placed in relation to each other. If you are so keen, the whole definition has been expanded. That's all. Because the definition of anything which consists of characteristics, advantages and disadvantages. They have asked for 5 characteristics. I have given you 8 characteristics. So you can write any 5 characteristics, right? So this is how you have to. You may have one confusion, enumerated and estimated. Enumerated is called as exact. Estimated is called as approximate. If you take the cricket match in England, it says that before lunch, that is 1,38,438 spectators were there. It is enumerated. Estimated is we say that around 50,000 people are watching this game. Around is called as what actually? Estimated. That means what you are in need, that is very important for statistics. Example, I say that when you want to find out population, you have to enumerate. You want to do something other else, then you may what actually? Estimate. So likewise it is there where you can write this one very easily. Then the next question, distinguish between census enumeration and sample survey. Now here it is very simple. Census enumeration is exact sample that you will pick up, right? So census enumeration is number 1, enumeration of each and every unit of population is called census. We would like to know the whole thing, right, what they belong to. Sample surveys, enumeration of a few representative units of the population is called sample survey, right. That means we are not going to, example, if you go for research, in research I would like to conduct for something from what you call IT industry. I may have what you call in Karnataka or in Bangalore about 400 IT industries, but I may select only 40. Then out of that I am going to draw one conclusion. That is called a sample survey. Non-sampling errors are likely to be more. Say here, non-sampling, that means we are not going to conduct that one. The errors may be more. Sampling errors are more. This method is not scientific. This method is more scientific, right? So this is very, very important. We have to think that what it is, because here we are going to do that one on the very simple way, right? Next, the fourth point is, this method is impossible if the population is infinite. This method is more suitable if the population is infinite. Infinite means you know that there is no end, right? It is called as infinite. This method requires more money, time and labor, because you have to find out the whole thing, means it requires more. That's why population will be conducted, census will be conducted once in 10 years. This method is economical because it is restricted. In destructive cases, this method cannot be used. Say if something belongs to something else, then you may get answer properly or you may not get answer properly. In destructive cases, this method is only method which can be used, right? So these are the differences between the census enumeration and sample survey. Now what is the next question? Mention the methods of sampling and explain one of them. Say simple random sampling. Say everybody thinks that what you call sampling means what is sampling. Even in sampling you have what you call so many types of what you call methods. So they have asked mention the methods of sampling and explain one of them. So simple random sampling, it is a technique where the sample is drawn in such a way that each and every unit of population will have an equal and independent chance of being included in the sample. Several methods have been adopted for random selection of sample. The most popular and simplest method is lottery method. In this method, all the items of the populations are numbered, then select the required number of samples by drawing numbers. I hope you can take the example of what you call the IPL. Now what is happening now for the players, right? So they will have so many persons, but they will go for a lottery method. This lottery method cannot be when the population is infinite. An alternative method is that of the random number tables, that is random number tables. The other one is stratified sampling. When population is heterogeneous, that means of different characters, right, or of different segments, then this method is applied. First, the population is divided into a number of subgroups called strata. Each stratum is homogeneous. From each stratum, an appropriate number of units are randomly selected. This method is called as stratified sampling. So they have asked sampling methods, explained one, where I have given you two. So you can write any one of it, right? That is about the in section C, 3 theory questions. Now problem number 34, weights in kgs of 50 students of a college are as follows. So it has been given, prepare a frequency distribution table with suitable class intervals. Whenever it has been given, you are supposed to do two things. One is find out the range. What is range? The difference between the highest number and lowest number. After that, you have to find out what actually is the number of classes. For that, you use Struk's rule. So without Struk's rule, you cannot find out, right? So I need not tell you these numbers. I need not read that. Say that the highest number is 64 and lowest number is 32. So first let us find out the range. Highest is 64, highest is 64 and lowest is 32. So range is 64 minus 32 is equal to 32. So you are supposed to use what actually? Strick's rule. Strick's rule, I hope you remember. With that you are supposed to find out the number of classes. That is, number of classes is equal to classes, that is called as K, is equal to 1 plus 3.322 log n. That is equal to 1 plus 3.322 log number of students is 50. You simplify, you will get 6.64 is equal to 7 classes approximately. You can convert. Then you have to find out size of classes. Size of classes is equal to range divided by number of classes. That is 32 divided by 7. Range is here. 32 divided by 7 is here. So it comes to approximately 5. So approximately again, it is 5. So there are 5 classes. Size of the class is 5. Number of classes will be 7. So least number is 32. Highest number is 64. So you can have a class interval like this: 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65. Then you know how to do the tally bars. I need not tell you. 42, you know that it comes from 40 to 45. Then 62, it is between 60 to 65. Then 46, it comes between 45 to 50, like it is there. So I will just write the answer. You can do that one. So in the first column you will get 2. Total frequency is 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that it will be written like that. Then it comes to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it comes to 11. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3. It is 13. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5. 1, 2, 3. Then it comes to 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1. It comes to 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4. So if you total, then it comes to actually 50. In this, you can easily do this. Only one thing is, you should remember Strick's rule. That is how to do this, right? First you have to find out the number of classes. Then you have to find out what actually the size of class. Size of class is called as what actually? Class interval. Size of class is called as class interval. Then the whole thing, it becomes very easy, right? Now problem number 35. Following figures represent the decadal change of population of India. Draw a simple bar diagram. You know what is simple bar diagram? You have to draw diagram for each individual year separately. That is called as what actually simple bar diagram. That is for population has been given, year and population in millions. 1971, 81, 91, 2001, 2011. I hope you remember, it is population census is conducted once in 10 years, right? 71, 81, 91, 2001, 2011. Then 2021 has been conducted. 548, 688, 846, 1028, 1200. It is a very simple problem. I will show you how to work it out. I have already worked out. you can see here OX axis 1 centimeter is equal to year, OY axis 1 centimeter is equal to 100 million, that is population. So I have taken scale as 100, right? So when you say 100, in 1 centimeter you will have 10 lines. You are supposed to do it this one in graph sheet, remember, better in graph sheet, right? 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lines. Then 100 means divided by 10 means each line consists of 10. Very simple. Each line consists of 10. Each line consists of 10. Right? So where it has been now clearly given YX axis, OY axis. Right? So I have mentioned here for each one I have written a bar, right? 1971, 81, 91, 2001, 2011, right? Now for 1971, 548. So 548 means between 500 and 600. So you write one bar. Then 1981, 688. So 688 means you can say 690 because it is very simple, 700 to 800. Each line consists of 10. So 9, if you say that ninth line, it is 688. That is 700, one line below. 846, you can take the 850, that is between 800 and 900. Then 2001, 1028 or 1030, you can take between 1000 and 1100. Then 2011, that is 1210, it is 1200, then one line, that 1200 line. You can write this simple bar diagram. Only one thing is you have to learn here, it is, that is your calculation, that is called as how you are going to take your what you call axis, right? Because that is very very important. Always OX axis represent year or class interval, whatever it is. OY axis, it is always frequency or whatever which has been given in the problem. Here population has been given. Here I can say that in the it is year, here it is what actually population. So it is simple bar diagram. It is simple bar diagram, right? Now 36 problem. Prepare a histogram from the following data. Say here I cannot work out with you. For that sake, where I have already prepared and I will show you. Class interval 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 30. All of a sudden from 12 to 18 has become 18 to 30. That means 6 has become now 14. So it is 6 has become 12. Then what you should do, you are supposed to split. I hope you remember in the same question paper they have asked one thing, density, right? Say in the similar fashion here also 18 to 30 means you have to split. That means 18 to 24, 24 to 30. That means it includes two classes. 20 divided by 2 is how much actually? 10. So you have to make two classes, 18 to 24, 24 to 30. 30 to 36 is 6, 12, 36 to 42 is once again 2, right? So you have to write histogram. Why we prepare histogram? Histogram is prepared for continuous series and to find out mode. Mode can be calculated graphically with the help of histogram, right? So now I will show you the histogram. Everything is here, very simple, where I can show you here histogram, right? So OX is class interval, 1 centimeter is equal to 6. OY axis frequency, 1 centimeter equal to 2 frequencies. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Likewise, it is there. Great. So joining what actually a continuous series, that is called as what actually histogram, upper limit. So let us take one by one here. That is 0 to 6 is 4. So 6 under you make 4, join. Then next 12 it is 8, 12, 8, you join. Then next 18 to 30 is there. So no, 12 to 18, 18 is 15. So 18 is 15. Between 14 and 16 it is 15, join. Then next 18 to 30, now we have two classes. Here I will write it for your reference. 18 to 30 means it is 18 to 24, 24 to 30. This is how many? It is 20, which includes two classes. That means each class is how much actually? 10. So it becomes 10, it becomes 10. So on 30, you make it what actually? 10. So then automatically it double, it becomes, you see the width of the other classes and the width of this class, it is double. That means 10 plus 10 is how much actually? 20. So this is the what you call speciality of a histogram. So that is 30, we have marked 10. For 30, we have not marked 20, we have marked for what actually? 10, which includes two classes. Then after that 36, 12, 36, 12, we have joined. Then 42 is 2, 42 is 2. Then you may ask, sir, how to find out the mode? Don't worry. The highest you say here you say. Then if you draw a line like this, then the joining point is called as what actually the mode. That means mode can be graphically calculated with the help of histogram. With the help of histogram. This is very, very simple. If you get it in the examination, don't leave. Only one thing is you should know that how to take scale. So scale you can take very easily. So how I have taken the maximum scale is how much actually? My maximum scale is 20, right? So 20 means what I can do. So every centimeter I have taken 2. So very simple. There I can easily write that one. 1 centimeter equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 like this, right? If it is very less, then you can take 1 centimeter is equal to 1. You can take 1 centimeter is equal to 1. This is how you have to prepare histogram. Now problem number 37. Calculate the harmonic mean from the following data. X, then frequency. X 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, frequency 2, 4, 6, 5, 3. You must be able to distinguish one thing, students, whether it is continuous series, discrete series or individual series. It is discrete series. Magnitude, which is called as variable, and frequency are different. That means then you have to find out harmonic mean. Mean is average. There are three types of mean. One is arithmetic mean, the other one is geometric mean, the other one is harmonic mean. For all purposes, I cannot use the same mean. That is very important. For all general purposes, I can use arithmetic mean. Average weight of a class, average marks of a class, I can calculate arithmetic mean. Whereas in case of ratio and proportion, population, I cannot what actually use the arithmetic mean because extreme values are there. Then you have to use geometric mean. Extreme values are there, geometric mean. Then when do you use harmonic mean? When it is the question of speed and time. It is the question of speed and time. Then we are supposed to use harmonic mean, which is called as reciprocal. Which is called as what actually? Reciprocal. So you must remember when to use which mean: arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean. Now we are calculating the harmonic mean, that is speed and time, right? Calculate harmonic mean for the following data. So we will write that one problem, that is X and F 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then frequency 2, 4, 6, 5, 3. Here it is there 2, 4, 6, 5, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It is very simple. That is called a F divided by X. That means frequency is divided by what actually? Magnitude. So 2 divided by 10 is 0.2. Then 4 divided by 20 is also 0.2. 6 divided by 30 is also 0.2. Then 5 divided by 40 is 0.125. Then 3 divided by 50 is 0.06. Right? If you have a doubt, you can say that 2 divided by 10, 4 divided by 20, 6 divided by 30, then 5 divided by 40, then 3 divided by 50. This is for your reference, not in the examination hall. You can do it in the other way, right, or rough work, but this is the thing that what you have to write. Then it is 0.785, right? Then what is the formula for harmonic mean? Harmonic mean is equal to n divided by summation of f by x. So very simple, n is number of, that is total number of frequency. 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 plus 6 is 20. So 20 divided by 0.785. So it comes to 25.47 is harmonic mean. Very simple. If you get this problem, do it, you will get 6 marks. You will get 6 marks. Very, very easy. Now 38th question. Compute MD, that is mean deviation from median for the following given below, for the data given below. Mean deviation can be calculated through mean, median and mode. Say, what is the difference mean deviation and standard deviation? Mean deviation is a thing where we are going to neglect sign. We are going to neglect sign. That means 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. 6 minus 10 is also 4. That is called as modulus, which is called as modulus. That you should remember, especially in mean deviation. That is why mean deviation has no further algebraic expression, whereas in standard deviation has got further algebraic expression. That is, we will calculate out of standard deviation, we will find out the risk factor, then we will find the relationship, we will find out the regression, and so on. That is possible with standard deviation, but that is not possible under what actually mean deviation. So this is only a small basic hint about what actually the mean deviation. You should remember modulus. For that, you have to remember modulus. You can say that square root of 49, it is plus or minus 7. What is square root of minus 49? You cannot have some other different answer. It is modulus. That is called as, what do you mean by plus or minus 7 only, modulus, because it is imagined. It has been what actually imagined. So that is where you have to remember, especially under what you call mean deviation, right? So here problem has been given x 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, frequency 6, 10, 16, 8, 3, 2, right? So you have to calculate mean deviation through median. So let us write, that is x and frequency x 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. Then frequency 6, 10, 16, 8, 3, 2. Immediately do CF, that is cumulative frequency, to find out mode, that is median. So 6, 10 plus 6 is 16, 16 plus 16 is 32, 32 plus 8 is 40, 40 plus 3 is 43, 43 plus 2 is 45. So frequency total is 45. Very simple. Now what you have to do? You have to calculate now median. Median is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2 th item. Size of n is 45. 45 plus 1 divided by 2 th item. That is 46 divided by 2 is 23. This 23 where you have to find out? You have to find out in a cumulative frequency, not under frequency. So it is because it is positional average. So 23 under 6 it is not there, under 16 it is not there, but 32 covers 23. It is very simple. 5 rupees includes 10 rupees or 10 rupees includes 5 rupees. I say that 10 rupees includes 5 rupees. In this similar fashion, 16 rupees cannot include 23 rupees, but 32 rupees includes 23 rupees. So mark this one, then you will get straight away median. Median is equal to 28. So median is equal to 28. Now what you have to do? That is, you have to deviate. That is modulus dm. Modulus dm. Dm stands for actually deviation from median. Dz deviation from mode. Only d, which is called as, what do you mean by deviation from mean, right? So now here it is x minus median. X minus median. Median we have already found out 28. 24 minus 28, I told you, you are supposed to neglect sign 4. 26 minus 28, you say it is only 2. 28 minus 28 is 0. 30 minus 28 is 2. 38 minus 28 is 4. 34 minus 28 is 6. Then F frequency into modulus dm. Frequency is 6. 6 into 4 is 24. Then 10 into 2 is 20. 16 into 0 is 0. 8 into 2 is 16. 3 into 4 is 12. 2 into 6 is 12. Then total it up. Then it comes to 84. That is summation of f into modulus dm is 84. Now you have to write what actually? You have to write, that is mean deviation. So mean deviation is equal to summation of f into modulus dm divided by n. F into modulus dm is how much actually? 84 divided by n is 45. So is equal to 1.866 is the answer. You can check. 99% it is right, but anyhow you can check the method is right. This is how we have to do, that is calculation of mean deviation through median. If they ask mode, then you have to calculate first mode, then deviate, then multiply frequency, then find out what actually mean deviation through mode. So simple. It is the same system that what we do for mean, median or mode. You have to calculate the original, then deviate. This is how you have to work out problem number 38. Okay, the next problem is calculate Pearson's coefficient of correlation from the following data: x 40, 42, 46, 48, 50, 56, y 10, 12, 15, 23, 27, 30. In this only you can say the relationship is positive or negative. 40, 42 increase, 42, 46 increase, 46, 48 increase, 50, 56 increase, 10, 12 increase, 12, 15 increase, 15, 23 increase, 23, 27 increase, 27, 30 increase. Now we have to only find out the degree. That means it is a positive relationship. If one increases, other one decreases, means it is negative correlation, right? If it jumble, then we'll have to find out what is the degree of correlation. Now we have to find out the positive degree of correlation, right? So you can say here x, y, x 40, 42, 46, 48, 50, 56. Then y 10, 12, 15, 23, 27, 30. I will teach you the easiest method under shortcut method. We are working out the problem under shortcut method, not on direct method, under shortcut method. Very simple. X is there. In this you take the least. Least is how much actually? 40. So let us assume we would actually 40. So dx, that is x minus 40. Very simple. X minus 40. 40 minus 40 is 0. 42 minus 40 is 2. 46 minus 40 is 6, 48 minus 40 is 8, 50 minus 40 is 10, then 56 minus 40 is 16. Then immediately do it, dx square, 0, 4, 36, 64, 100, then 256. In the similar fashion, do it for the other one, that is dy. You take the least is 10. That means here it is called as y minus 10. Assumed mean is how much actually 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. 12 minus 10 is 2. 15 minus 10 is 5. 23 minus 10 is 13. 27 minus 10 is 17. 30 minus 10 is 20. Then dy square. dy square is 0, 4, 25, 169, then 289, then 400. Now dx dy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. dx is column number 2 into column number 5 for your reference. Column number 2 into column number 5. 0 into 0 is 0. 2 into 2 is 4. 6 into 5 is 30. 8 into 13. 13 into 8 is 104. If I am right, 104. Then 10 into 17 is 170. Then 16 into 20 is 320. 320. Just let me check, that is I hope 8 into 13. 8 into 13, it is 104. Now we will have to add all these columns. Now the total is dx is 42, dx square is 460, dy is 57, right? Then dy square is 887, dx dy is 628. Now r is equal to, that is sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy divided by n whole divided by square root of sigma dx square minus sigma dx by n whole square. Then in the similar fashion, for the other one, sigma dy square minus sigma dy by n whole square. Now substitute dx dy 628 minus dx 42 into dy 57 divided by n number of items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 6. Now next, square root of dx square. dx square is 460 minus dx is 42 divided by 6 whole square. Then in the similar fashion, dy square is 887 minus 57 by 6 whole square. Now just simplify. 628 minus 42 into 57 divided by 6, 399. 399. Then divided by square root of 460 minus 42 divided by 6 is 7. 7 whole square. Likewise 887 minus 57 divided by 6, 9.5 whole square. 9.5 whole square. Now 628 minus 399. it comes to 229 divided by square root of 460 minus 49. 7 into 7 is how much actually? 49. Likewise, 887 minus 9.5 into 9.5, it comes to 90.25. 90.25. For your reference, here only I am going to work out, so it becomes easy so that you can see in one page. Now, 229 divided by 460 minus 49. 460 minus 49 is square root of 411. Then square root of again 887 minus 90.25. 796.75. Now 229 divided by 411 square root 20.27 into 796.75 square root 28.22 or 223, 22.23. So 229 divided by 20.27 into 28.23, it comes to 572.22. So now 229 divided by 572.22. So it comes to 0.40. 0.40. It is positive correlation. I hope in the beginning only I told you whether it is positive or negative, how to find out. It is positive. Only one thing is you have to find out the degree. It is called as 0.40 is what actually positive correlation between X and Y. Okay. Okay. Now 40th problem. Following are the marks of 8 students in statistics and mathematics. Find the coefficient of rank correlation. What is the difference between correlation and rank correlation? Correlation is for quantity. Rank correlation is for quality. Say beauty. If it is expressed in quantity, you can measure the relationship. That is called as, what do you mean by rank correlation? So, where they have asked, that is marks in statistics and marks in mathematics. What you have to do? You have to give rank. For any students, you correct the paper and give rank, they will be very happy. To do the teacher's job is always, for children is very happy. But to do the teacher job by teaching is a tough job. That is quality once again. So how that quality, here it comes, we will work it out, right? Marks in statistics, we will say that let marks in statistics be X and marks in mathematics be Y. You are supposed to write this one because which one is X, which one is Y. So you say that X and Y. Now math statistics is what actually X. Here it is there, I will write, that is 25, 43, 27, 35, 54, 61, 37, then 45. Here I will write it the same line, so that there should not be any confusion for you students. So for Y it is 35, 47, 20, 37, 63, 54, 28, 40. Now we have to give ranks. Then how to give ranks? Very simple. First one we call it as R1. You can give rank. So you take the highest number. Highest number is 61. 61 is first rank. After 61, I hope it is 54. It is second rank. After 54, I hope it is 45. It is third rank. After 45, it is 43, fourth rank. Right? Then after that, that is 43, then it is called as what actually? 37 is fifth rank. Then 35 is sixth rank. Then 27 is seventh rank. Then 25 is eighth rank. Very simple. Now in the similar fashion, you have to do R2, that is rank 2. So here highest is 63, first rank. Then 54 is second rank. After 54, it is 47 is third rank. After 47, I hope 40 is fourth rank. After 40, the least next number is 37 is fifth rank. After 37, I hope 35 is sixth rank. After 35, I hope it is 28 is seventh rank. Then 20 is eighth rank. Very simple. We have given rank. Now find out the D, that is called as different. R1 minus R2. R1 minus R2. That is 8 minus 6, 2. 4 minus 3, 1. 7 minus 8, minus 1. 6 minus 5, 1. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 2, minus 1. 5 minus 7, minus 2. 3 minus 4, minus 1. Make it D square. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 1. Now find out the value of that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 1 is 12. So total is 12. Students, just you check D. 2 into 2 is 4. I have written 2 only. So here 2 has been increased. So total also increases. It is 14. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 plus 1, 14. Now just apply the formula. R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n cube minus n. 1 minus 6 into sigma d square is 14 divided by 8 cube minus 8, because 8 ranks are there. So 1 minus 6 into 14. 14 into 6 is 84 divided by 8 cube means 8 into 8 into 8, it is 512 minus 8. So 1 minus 84 divided by 504. Here I will write it. That is 1 minus 84 divided by 504. 0.16. 0.16. So 1 minus 0.16 is equal to 0.84. It is high degree of positive correlation. High degree of positive correlation. What correlation? Rank correlation. Okay. This is one small mistake I did it. Right. 2 into 2, like you, I did it. That is 2 into 2 become 2. No, 2 into 2 is 4. That's only one thing is you have to rectify. Okay. Now 41st problem. Compute Yule's coefficient of association from the following data. AB 150, N is equal to 1000, A is equal to 200, B is equal to 300. You know that in association of attributes you are supposed to use alpha and beta. So I have written AB is equal to 150, N is equal to 1000, A is equal to 200, then B is equal to 300. Signs have given, this is alpha, this is beta. Whatever the information has been given, first I have written in the one table. That is A, alpha, total, B, beta, total, AB, that is alpha B, then A beta, then alpha beta, then A, where I have given you all the things now. Now what you have to do? Very simple. AB, what has been given in the problem? 150. I have written 150. N is 1000. Total is how much? 1000 I have written. What is the total of A? 200. A is 200. I have written. Then total of B is how much actually? 300. That also I have written. Now there are columns are what actually missing. Here my column is 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 missing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope you can easily say 300 minus 150 is 150. Okay, you got it. 200 minus 150 is 50. You got it. Then 1000 minus 300 is how much actually? 700. You got it. So when you do this, 1000 minus 200 is how much actually? 800. Very simple. So you first write this table, then it becomes easy for you. But you should remember that what? A, alpha, total, B, beta, total, AB, then alpha B, then A beta, then alpha beta. I hope you can easily calculate and do. Now I have written now here, that is how the things are there. 300 minus 150 is 150. 700 that is 700 we have found out. 1000 minus 300 is 700, right? Then 200 minus 150 is 50, right? 1000 minus 200 is 800. 800 is very simple. We have found out that is 300 minus 150. 700 minus 50 is also 650. Now have filled all the columns. Then you write what is the Wills coefficient? Q is equal to AB into alpha beta minus A beta into alpha B. The same thing here, AB into, that is alpha beta plus A beta into alpha B. Just substitute 150 into 650 minus 50 into 150. 150 into 650 plus 50 into 150. If you remember, that is in the coefficient of Boles calculation of skewness or something, what you do? Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. In the similar fashion, here it has been found out. So 97,500 minus 7,500, 97,500 plus 7,500. So 97,500 minus 7,500 is 90,000. Then that is 97,500 plus 7,500 is 1,05,000. If you divide, then it becomes 0.857, or you can say that 0.86 is the answer. Very simple. In this problem, nothing is very serious. Only one thing is you have to write the table first, fill the table, remember the formula. You can find out, that is, you'll use coefficient of association between A and B, right? Yes. Now 42nd problem. From the following data, interpolate. What is interpolate? Finding the number in between the two is called as interpolate. What is extrapolate? Finding the number outside the data is extrapolate. So interpolate the production of cement in 2007. Say this is algebraic method where you have to find out, because common difference is there, that is 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means gap is always 1 year. If I say that if it is 2007.5, then I cannot apply algebraic method, then I will have to go for what I call Newton's method. So here it is very simple under Newton's method. Year 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Production has been given in tons 44, 90, question mark 160, 270, 390. Now I have to interpolate for what actually 2007. So how to find out? It is very simple. We know the formula. We will write it and find out. First year, then production. Year 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. Now 44, 90, question mark 160, 270, 390. Whatever it has been given in the question paper, that I have written here. So what I should do here? Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5. So I have to find out perfectly 5. That is y minus 1 to the power of 5 is equal to y5 minus 5y4 plus 10y3 minus 10y2 plus 5y1 minus y0 is equal to 0. So now we have to find out, simplify. Y5 is how much actually? 390 minus 5 into y4 is 270 plus 10y3, 10 into y3 is 160 minus 10y2, we do not know 10y2, write it like that only, 10y2 plus 5 into y1, y1 is 90. Then you can say right here also you can put the bracket, it becomes easy for you students. You can put the bracket like this instead of 10. 5 into 90, then minus yo is 44. Now 390 minus 5 into 270, 5 into 270, 1350 plus 10 into 160 is 1600 minus 10y2, let it be like that only, plus 90 into 5 is 450 minus 44. What I will do? I will take all plus signs one side, 390 plus 1600 plus 450, then minus 1350 minus 44, then minus 10y2. I have not done something special. I have taken all plus 1, minus 1, then minus 10y2. That I have to find out. So now, very simple, 390 plus 1600 plus 450, 2440 plus signs, minus signs, 1350 plus that is 44, it comes to 394 minus 10y2. Now 2440 minus 1394, 2440 minus 1394, it comes to 1046 minus 10y2. You transfer this 10y2 from RHS to LHS. So minus will become plus. So 10y2 is equal to 1046. Then y2 is equal to 1046 divided by 10. is equal to 104.6, or you can take it as 105. So missing value is 105. Whether it is right or wrong, that also I can tell you. 44, 90, then it is 160. So 105 is between 90 and 160. What you have done is 100% right, 105. This is how you have to, this you have to say that y minus 1 to the power of n. You learn the formula, then you can easily work out. Here I cannot teach that formula. Y minus 1 to the power of n, here y minus 1 to the power of 5. N is number of items, it is 5. If it is 6, then 6. If it is 3, 3. If it is 7, 7. You have to apply that, you have to learn. When it is 5, this is the straight away formula, you can write it. Now 43rd question, it's a theory question. State and prove addition theorem of probability for two mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive means one or the other, which is called as mutually exclusive, right? Then how to find out? It is very simple statement. Let A and B be two mutually exclusive events with respective probabilities, probability A and probability B. Then probability of occurrence of at least these two events is P A union B. That means A or B is equal to P into A plus P into B. I hope that what you have done in your set theory, the same concept, what actually it happens. Say, if I say that intersection, A intersection means either it is in A or what actually in B, but A union B means A and what actually B, and is called as what actually plus. So proof by definition, P into A is equal to N into A by N into S. What is that? Sample space. What is this sample space? It has been given in the problem for that N S, right? P B into N B, that is N into S, that is once again sample space. P into A union B is equal to N into A union B divided by N S. Consider P A union B is equal to N A union B bar N S. N into A plus N into B divided by N by S. Because of MEE. What is that MEE? MEE is nothing but mutually exclusive events, which is called as mutually exclusive event, is called as what actually MEE. So N into A union B is equal to N into A plus N into B. That is nothing but N into A bar N by S plus N into B N by NS is equal to P into A plus P into B. It is very simple. You have to practice this. For this there is no other go. You just practice 2-3 times. Automatically what actually remembers. Even when I did that, what you call in your section B, the regression formula, that is how to prove it, that is also practice. And you just practice, you will get it, and you will get easily 6 marks. Now students, 44th problem. A box contains 6 white and 4 black marbles. 3 marbles are drawn at random from this box. Find out the probability that they are 2 white and 1 black marble, 1 white and 2 are black marbles. Very simple, where you can find out this probability in a simple manner. That is S is equal to, that is what you have to find out the total sample, that is 6 white plus 4 black balls, that is black marbles, I can say marbles, what has been given in the problem. Now first question is what actually 2 white and 1 black. So total I should say 2 plus 1 is 3. They have given what actually 3 marbles are drawn at random. So 2 white and 1 black, that is P is equal to, that is 2 white and 1 black is equal to 6C2 into 4C1 divided by 10C3. 6 white balls you are drawing, that is how many black white balls? 2 white balls. Then 4 black balls you are drawing 1. So total is 6C3. This is where 6 2 means what you have to do is you have to write the descending order 6 into 5 divided by 2 into 1. This is called as 6C2 is equal to 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15. Likewise 4C1, it is 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4. Very simple, that you have to learn. 10C3, I hope you can easily say 10 then 3 times, that is 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. This is 10C3. So then it becomes 10 into 9 is how much actually? 90. 90 into 8 is 720. 720 divided by 6 is equal to 120. Very simple. So 10C is how much actually? 120. Then apply now. It is very simple. Here 6 to 2. Now it is 15 into 4 divided by 120 is equal to 60 divided by 120 is equal to 1 by 2. Probability is 1 by 2. Then B, question number B. What is question number B? 1 white and 2 black. Here 2 white, 1 black. Here 1 white and 2 black. It is very simple. You write that P is equal to 1 white and 2 black. 2 black. Then it is called as 6C1 into 4C2 divided by 10C3. No change in that. So 6C1 is equal to 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6. 4C2 is equal to 4 into 3 divided by 2 into 1. So 4 into 3 is 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Right? So very simple. 4 into 3 is what actually? 12. 2 into 1. So 2 divided by 12 divided by 2 is how much actually? 6. So you got this 6. Now what you have to do is 6C1 is a 6 into 4C2 is also 6 divided by 120. So that is equal to 12 divided by 120. So you can say that 1 by 10. It is 1 by 10. I hope you got it. Now problem number 45. Right? State and prove multiplication theorem of expectation for two independent random variables x and y. All these theorems I cannot change or you cannot change. We have to write it, the theorem as it is. So I have written the question also here. State and prove the multiplication theorem of expectation for two independent random variables x and y. Multiplication theorem statement. Let x and y be two independent random variables with respective expectations e into, that is expectation of x and expectation y. Then expectation of the product of these random variables is e into xy. Multiplication, that is e into xy is equal to e into x, that e into y. Proof. Let x and y be two independent random variables, then p into xy is equal to p into x into p2 into y, that is statement number 1. Then by the definition of expectation, we have expectation xy is equal to two things, summation of xy, then p into xy, then again double time xy p1 into x, then p2 into x from the equation 1. Then summation is what equal to x into p1 x plus p2 into y. then it comes to the expectation x y is equal to expectation of y and expectation of y, hence the theorem. You have to mug up or you have to practice and write that theorem like that only, because it cannot be changed, right?